All of reality is what we create in our imagination, backed up by the incredible powers of the subconscious mind. Anything that we desire to happen, anything that we want to be true, will become true. Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leeor Alexandra. Welcome to the B community. On this channel, is that right? I'm so rusty. On this channel, we talk about the law of attraction, spirituality, self-development, and so much more. And today is Monday. Happy Monday. I just realized that in the last Manifestation Monday that I recorded, I forgot to say, tell me something good. So I want to say it at the top of this one. It's Monday, tell me something good. Tell me something that you recently manifested, something good that has happened to you. Leave it in the comments below. I want to know, everybody else wants to know. And as we're scrolling the comments, we have the most uplifting comment section here on YouTube. Let's keep it like that. What a beautiful monarch butterfly just flew past me the size of my face. When I asked you guys, when I said Manifestation Monday is coming back and I want some submissions, I didn't expect them to be as good as they are. And I didn't expect for me to just keep getting chills every time I read these stories. I'm just really excited for us to all, hear these stories and get uplifted together. It just reminds us that if one person can do it, all of us can do it. So today's manifestation success story is very much about making things happen rather than idly waiting by for them to fall in your lap, which is, its own manifestation method on its own. But this is very much a story of wanting to do something, setting the intention to, realizing it's not just happening for you, and then so picking up on inspired action and the subtle nudging and guidance of the divine and seeing where that takes you. And my story is very similar to that in its own way. It's very much about receiving guidance when you're looking for it. So before we get started, I just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Skillshare. So you know that on this channel, I only take sponsorships that are going to benefit us all. Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare, which is an online learning community with thousands of classes and members who come together to find inspiration to take the next step in their creative journey. It's a place to get inspired, to learn new skills, and to put them to work in impactful ways. I've used Skillshare for years. I've taken classes on everything from audio engineering, podcasting, and even to learn about real estate investing. I also use it to relax and unwind in a creative way. I took a break recently from work, as you guys know, and while I took that break, I was enjoying classes like graphic design, painting, and I even took Jonathan Van Ness's The Ultimate Self-Care Playbook, Discover and Nurture Your Centered Self. It was such a moment of pleasure and self-care for me, and I know you'll love it too. I really liked his technique around releasing your limiting beliefs and his lessons on failing and forgiveness. If you want to improve your skills to explore yourself and your interests, or even to improve your business or create a new side hustle, Skillshare adds new premium classes every single week for you to explore your interests. And their entire catalog is available with subtitles in Spanish, French, Portuguese, and German. Because Skillshare is sponsoring today's video, they're giving the first 1,000 people who use the link in the description below a full month free trial of Skillshare so you can explore your creativity and check out self-care and personal development classes. Thank you, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. And without any further ado, let's get into the video. Hi, Leeor. I've been watching your videos for a long time now. I always enjoy them so much. Thank you. Lots of nice compliments. I'll skip that. Love you. I have a long list of success stories with manifestation, but I think this one in particular might give some insight into doing the footwork as opposed to waiting for your manifestation to drop out of the sky. Sometimes we need that one, sometimes we need this kind of story. So it was still in the midst of the lockdowns when I first set this intention, so I did feel kind of limited, even with manifesting and knowing deep down that the universe doesn't care about 3D restrictions. It's not affected at all, right? I still felt like I don't even dare hope for anything because everything gets canceled and taken away anyway, so that was also reflected back into my reality. So I think that Sabine right here is talking about, all the lockdowns were happening, so starting something new in the physical world was really limiting and really difficult because, a new lockdown would happen and everything would close, and it's like, why even try to do that. That's a lot of resistance to carry around. And so I only put one thing and one thing only on my vision board for 2021. That's an interesting method, to only put one big thing on your vision board. I'm a photographer and I wanted to manifest my first solo show. So I put that on the vision board and forgot about it. Before I knew it, autumn rolls around and I realized the year is almost over. I suddenly remembered my intention in my vision board and I realized it hadn't manifested yet. But I also knew that things can manifest fast. Of course, the divine works outside of time and space, right? I decided to double down on this manifestation and started scripting in my journal. I wrote with every one of my senses and all the emotions I could visualize what it would be like to have my very own exhibition. This is so important. Utilizing emotion and also your other senses. It's practicing the thing that you want to happen before it's happening. The next day, or maybe even that same day, I'm scrolling on Instagram and I see a story by a befriended photographer who was peeking through the windows of what was apparently the new location of a film camera store that I knew. They used to be in a very small and crummy store in the city center and were now moving into a space that was at least 5 times as large, and as was obvious on that photo, there was a big white wall in the front of the store. I immediately had the inspiration. This is inspired action, right? And of course, the universe brought that Instagram story, she sat down on her Instagram at the exact moment, exact time, and opened that exact story to see this. This is divine guidance. So I immediately had the inspiration to email the owner, who I already knew as well because I visited his shop regularly, to ask if he had any plans of hosting exhibitions in the new space. He replied almost instantly with that he was definitely planning on doing that and that he would be honored to have me as the first artist to exhibit in the space and to have the grand opening of the new space together with my exhibition opening, meaning that there would be lots of people whom I knew and lots that I didn't know, just as I had scripted. So when I realized, it hasn't manifested yet, I could have thought, where is it? It should have manifested by now. It's not working, blah, blah, blah. Instead of being a little brat about it, I saw it as a challenge that made it fun and gave me an almost instant manifestation. It went so fast, I barely made it in time with all the printing and framing of my work. Thanks again for all the great work you do and for reading my story. If you did, I appreciate all. Good luck on finalizing your book and resting. Thank you, Sabine, my love. That is such an exciting story. I love that. It gave me chills all up and down my body of just the power of how God is our supply. And even if it seems like it's not coming, just bring your attention to it and know that it will happen and have faith that the universe works outside of time and space and anything can happen. She got to do that within her deadline, within her manifestation deadline, and she manifested what was on her vision board, and that's amazing. So, I like to share my manifestation success story at the end of these videos. And I was thinking of a good one to share, and the other day, I'm reading Autobiography of a Yogi, and I was sitting at a cafe here in Sedona, and by the way, I've discovered that if you're reading Autobiography of a Yogi in Sedona, that's basically putting a sticker on your forehead that says, let's talk about consciousness, which I'm okay with. But if I'm feeling antisocial, I would probably hide the cover of that book. Anyways, I was reading it, and I was reading the part where, I'm sorry, I'm the kind of person that reads things through really fast and doesn't actually know how to say them out loud. Paramahansa Yogananda was talking about how one of his gurus was saying that the only thing needed for enlightenment, for attainment of that enlightened experience, is Kriya Yoga. And I was sitting there and I was thinking, I think eventually this is the path I want to take. I want to be initiated. I want to learn about Kriya Yoga. I definitely want to check this out. And then I put it aside and I kept reading, had my matcha, had my avocado toast, just having the best day by myself, as I tend to do. And this elderly couple comes up to me and they're like, that's an amazing book. I'm like, I know, I love it. I'm rereading it. And they pointed out my amulet and they're like, are you Jewish? And I said, yes, but this is Kabbalah. And they're like, we studied Kabbalah for years. We're not Jewish, but we were big proponents of it. And actually, the person who taught us Kabbalah, he's not online. You can't find him anywhere. He's this rabbi. He is friends with one of the disciples of another one of Sri Yukteswar's disciples. So the guru that taught Yogananda was Sri Yukteswar, right? And he had another disciple who was younger than Yogananda, he went on to teach this other disciple. So it's this lineage that comes directly from the person who taught Yogananda, right? And this person had a connection with this rabbi, and the rabbi actually got initiated into Kriya Yoga. So there's all these connections. And then the couple says to me, by the way, here in Sedona in December, they're doing a Kriya Yoga initiation, and it's the same lineage as Yogananda. And I was just like, that took 30 minutes. It took 30 minutes to manifest that. I think if you've been around on this channel, you know that one of my specialties is manifesting guidance and mentors. So when I'm looking for one, somebody always pops out and is like, yeah, I teach this. You know, I was trying to learn tea ceremonies. I hadn't gotten into that yet, but somebody popped up, and I wanted to teach yoga, and somebody popped up. I easily receive mentors and guidance and teachers. And that really is a confirmation to me that I'm supposed to teach others, that I'm supposed to learn and teach. So it's really cool. Anyways, that's my success story for the day. I want to do a little meditation to wrap us up. But before I forget, I just want to ask you once more to please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want more Manifestation Monday stories, let me know what you thought about the stories, and also tell me something good in the comments. What have you recently manifested? What's something good that's happened to you, big or small, in your life? And now let's take a moment together. Get centered for a second, and then take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the nose, making the exhale longer. Maybe constricting the back of your throat for an ujjayi breath, sounding like an ocean. Let's drop into this present moment. Just taking a second. Feeling joy from the stories we just heard. Where do you feel that in your body? I tend to feel my joy as an expansive state in the center of my chest. Do you feel that there right now? With that feeling, just bringing to mind something or someone that you're really grateful for right now. Feeling that love for them, that gratitude for them in the center of your chest or wherever it shows up in your body. As you're in this relaxed state, this brief, instant meditation, think of something you've been calling in for yourself. And now thank God, or thank the universe, thank your higher self, whatever feels most comfortable for you, for the existence of this thing. Thank you for making this exist in reality. And thank you for bringing it for me. Thank you for the existence of this thing that has materialized in my life. I'm so grateful. And give gratitude and emote as if you already have this in your life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it is, and so it is, and so it is. And you can blink your eyes open when you're ready, feeling more calm and relaxed, and knowing that it can be that easy. Just a quick drop into the present moment, setting an intention through gratitude, and that's enough. I intend for everybody who watches these videos to walk away feeling uplifted, with their consciousness expanded and their vibration raised. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a thumbs up. I love you so much, and as always, until next time, keep your vibrations way, way, way up. I love you. Bye.